few years a few years ago, one of my main things outside of real estate has always been to give back to like youth and my community and stuff like that too. And the around November, I felt like, 'cause I'm a Christian, so I felt God put it on my heart to take a lot of the stuff that I've learned from branding. A lot of stuff actually I learned inside of real estate that I've been able to apply into this faith-based clothing brand that I started putting together back in November. And it's been working. It's been actually doing very, very well. I have a whole nother IG page that just kind of blew up pretty quickly. And I just launched about 4 weeks ago. I just hit 101 sales in 4 weeks. And right now we've sold in about 30 different states in 2 countries right now. So it's growing
Nice.
pretty quickly, but it's so much more of a mission behind it instead of just going out there and selling clothes and stuff like that. So I have a lot of youth who actually send me DMs and questions and things like that, of people who are struggling and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. So it's been a good balance for me. It's an outlet for me to do outside of real estate. And it's just been working, and for sure, big time. And I've been able to impact a lot of people, not just here locally, but throughout the country and in other countries as well too. So it's been pretty cool. But everything I'm doing has been based off of a lot of stuff that I've learned within the real estate industry that now I could apply over here. And then, yeah, my real estate business, because I've been able to focus on a couple other things, it's starting to take off all over again for me big time. But I appreciate everything, because a lot of stuff I've learned has been with Kenny, has been with Elias, it's been when we were at Climb Real Estate. And all I've been able to do is just apply it in a completely different industry, and it's working.
And you know what? It has nothing to do with real estate. It has everything to do with his purpose, but he's probably going to meet people because of his mission. And so I love it, Nick. I love seeing all the hard work behind the scenes, brother. The clothing looks absolutely incredible, bro. So it shows the time, the effort, and the energy that you put into it. And I love the mission and purpose behind it. So you guys, let's officially go ahead and get rolling. I got a lot of great stuff to talk about today, but we're always sending shout outs and wins. But first and foremost, I want to welcome our guests. I see Marcus on here, a couple other people on here. So welcome to all of our guests, and thank you for joining us today. Our hope is if you're a guest here and if you're just being a spectator and want to learn more about it, I think my hope is that you guys take something of value out of this. We've been talking about this a lot, and I talk about this a lot with Lauren. Every single company out there offers tech, tools, support, some type of marketing, not as great as ours. However, they offer some level of marketing. But I believe what separates us is the intangibles. It's the intangibles, it's the energy, it's the vibe, and it's the success within our team members. When you look at people like V, you look at people like Will that have produced 30 deals in their first year, that's unprecedented type of success. When you look at Dewey, when you look at Peter, when you look at all these people that join this team and completely transform their life. When we talk about the first deals, and we got quite a few of them today, it's like those people are showing like how successful they could be in this environment. Maybe they just needed some support. Maybe they needed some coaching. Maybe they needed some love. Maybe they needed time with Karina, or it was a combination of everything. But those are the things that are separating us. And so welcome to our guests. I appreciate it. I want to send a huge shout out to Lauren. And I don't know if you guys have met her. Lauren Ibarra is our new agent recruiter. So she's working with our online schools, people that are currently in school right now getting their license. She's that person that's going to host career days and also do one-on-one interviews with these people. So Lauren, Kenny and I have seen tremendous growth from you in the last couple of weeks. So introduce yourself and let everybody know how the heck it's going in your world. So let me turn the mic over to you for a moment.
Hi guys, I've met some of you, but not all of you. I've been here a little bit over a month now, and it's been great. So just obviously ramping up as a new agent, but being able to share my experience and all the great things you guys have to offer with incoming agents. So we're doing career day every Wednesday at 12:30. So if you have friends who are thinking about getting licensed, definitely feel free to send them over, and we can talk about all sorts of things and what they can expect in their first 120 days.
What's been great is that we always talk about dialogue, your flow, your cadence. Working with Lauren, she comes from a recruiting background. Like she's like such a perfectionist. She's like, oh, I want this to sound better. I want it to sound better. I'm like, you have just taken this role and really ran with it. So congratulations to all of your success thus far. Really appreciate everything that you're doing. And I'm grateful to watch you grow and to watch you succeed in this environment. So good job, Lauren. Heard that your call yesterday went amazing.
Yeah, it did. We had a great time. And I think Taylor's here. So shout out to Taylor.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, cool. Good. Great to have you. This was a role we definitely needed in our environment. I'm actually going to turn the mic over to Molly, and we are going to get right into the agenda for the meeting. So without further ado, Molly, I'm going to turn it right over to you. She's actually looking. She's right on the other side of the screen.
Sorry.
No worries. No worries. Go ahead, Molly. Take it away. Long and pretty good.
Ooh, at 12 today, right?
Yeah.
So today at 12, Elias and I will be hosting, I've onboarded now what? So for those agents who have onboarded that are curious, what do my day-to-day activities look like? What should I be doing? What tools should I be using? This meeting is for you. Unfortunately, it's not going to be streamed live. So if you're able to get here to the office, come and join us. It's always great to network, pick up little nuggets, hear from other agents. But it gives you great structure about what you should be doing day to day, week to week, month to month. Maybe learning a little bit more about tools. We're not going to do like a super deep dive the way that we do on Tech Tuesdays, but we will on a higher level talk about the use cases for the tools and resources that we provide as a team. So if you're unsure, you're at home twiddling your thumbs, you're kind of half in, half out, now's the time with the change in the market. Now's the time when it's a little bit slower to kind of get your foundational basics down, map out a plan of what you're going to do to finish off the year strong, kind of get your butt into gear. So yeah, if you're able to come down and join us, we'll be here all day. But at 12 o'clock, it starts. Anything else you want to add, Elias?
You're on mute.
Somebody muted me, sorry. So I think it's really, really important because that's a missing component. You onboard, you spend time with Molly's department, you spend some time coming to coaching, spend some time with Eric. Well, what do I actually do every single day, right? That's one of the biggest challenges for an agent is creating structure in an environment where you have to do it all yourself. So I'm looking forward to whiteboarding because Molly loves to whiteboard and really helping you plan out your schedule, do some calendaring, and make sure that you're clear on how to spend the next 120 days. So let me pull up my slides here let's go here. All right, guys, so let me pull up this, let me do present mode, and we'll get just right into things this morning. So no teaching moment for this morning, so we're going to roll right into things. Community contributions. This is I think this is out of place, but it's okay. We'll go to community contributions. So we want to know like what is going on right now. We have tons of things happening around us. It is warm, it is active. There's all kinds of things. Like when you think about what Nick said about running a mission-driven business, he truly is doing that. So I want to know, is there anything that's going on that you guys would like to share, invite others to, any organizations? So let's turn it over to Sylvia. Sylvia, rapid fire. What do you have going on that you want to share with the group? You're muted.
I am. Okay. Good morning. My church is Parks Chapel AME Church, 476 34th Street in Oakland. It's down the street from Summit Hospital. Monday through Friday during the summer from 11 to 1, they are providing free hot lunches to school-age children, preschool through high school. So if you know a family that needs food for their children, you can just go and get a free lunch for your child. You can go every day throughout the summer, Monday through Friday, 11 to 1, 476 34th Street, Oakland.
Love it. I love it. Thank you, Sylvia. Cynthia, you had your hand up as well. I know you have a big event coming up in less than a week. So Cynthia, let's
Yeah.
stop. Hold on.
Okay, awesome. How's my audio? Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Okay, awesome. So I actually have 2 community events coming up. One that I want to invite you guys to just as agents. Our family is doing a friends and family 4th of July party at our house on Saturday. after 4 p.m. Roll through anytime after 4 p.m. It gets a little rowdy. It's going to be super fun. And then I have my community 4th of July event, which is on 4th of July from noon to 2. And it's going to be at our home right after the Martinez downtown parade. Go check out more info on IG for it or send me a DM on Slack. And genuinely hope that some of you guys can come out for the friends and family one on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Is the one on the actual 4th, is that less rowdy?
It's very family friendly. There's kid stuff, no drinks.
Okay, all right.
The friends and family one's gonna get crazy.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, I appreciate you. Anybody else have an event, community contribution that they want to speak about before we get rolling? All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get into new escrows and see some updates. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, cool, you guys. So hours working in your business. JJ came in at number 1. Michael Swanson came in at number 2. George Martinez came in at number 3. Rakitha, we see you out there, came in at number 4. And Antonio came in at number 5. Great job for hours working in your business. Conversations leaderboard. I think, and if I'm recalling this correctly, this is Sakia's very first time hitting number 1 for Conversations leaderboard. So Sakia, great job out there. Michael Spivey right behind her in number 2 position. Andrea Lamadora came in at number 3, and Daisy and Rakitha tied for number 4. So really great job, everybody. Way to light up the leaderboard. Let's go to appointments attended. I love this. Ben Nguyen came in at number 5. Antonio right behind him at number 2. JJ at number 3, and then right behind them, I don't know why those are blank, but congratulations everyone that made the leaderboard. Hours working on their business. George Martinez is spending a ton of time creating content. And George, shout out to you, bro. Your stuff is really, really good. It's very polished. It's turning out great. So congratulations to you. Right behind him is Carla in number 2. Right behind her is Otis White, and then Antonio and JJ once again lighting up the leaderboard. So congratulations to each of you and really contributing to the success of the company. So let's get right into new escrows for the week. Hector and George Martinez got in contract for $183,000. Cam got into contract on her first fast transaction. Watch out for Cam because this is one of many. And then Miles Tillman coming in at $425,000. So I want to turn it over to you, Cam. Cam, do you have a second to talk about this transaction? What worked for you? How you got your offer accepted? And what were some things that you experienced with this buyer? If you can, go ahead and take yourself off of mute and let's hear about your strategy in getting your offer accepted.
Yeah, so these clients actually is the older sister. So they're very young, 24 years old. It's the older sister of my best friend. And they've been talking about buying a house. They thought they could totally do it on their own, going through the whole Zillow, getting an appointment, not being able to go to it because the contract, or it was already under contract, or they already had offers, just not getting the amount of information that they needed right when they needed it. So I got a text and it was like, hey, do you know anyone who can help me find a house? And I was like, heck yeah, let's do this. So one of the most important things, because they're young, absolutely nothing about the, am I freezing? Oh no, I'm okay.
You're good now.
Okay. They knew nothing about the housing market. So I made sure I set up a buyer's consultation and we spent 3 hours on our first buyer's consultation. I was away. I mean, they were friends, so it was easier for me to kind of just sit down, but I basically just walked them through everything. I take that back. It wasn't 3 hours. It was an hour and a half, but still, I walked them through everything, answered every question that they had. And I also, expressed to them that this is a lot of information right now. So just hit me up anytime over the course of this process. And if you have any questions that come up, just let me know. They're FHA. And they were really only able to get condos. And as probably many of you know, finding FHA approved condos and then convincing the agent that they should accept it is pretty difficult. So we were able to find a townhouse actually, which was perfect. We had a condo as a backup, but we did find a townhouse. And I got on the phone with the agent after they went to the open house, and I just immediately started building that rapport. you know, telling them about my client, how much they enjoyed them, also making sure that they knew who my clients were when they came to the open house. And I was already on a good page because I got word from the other agent that my clients were actually of the favorite people that walked in during the open houses, and that she really remembered them. So just reminding her that every single time. And also the most important thing for me to know was what the seller's motivation was. You know, why is this place being sold? And what was the importance? And we found out this was the original owner of the townhouse. They've lived there since the 70s.
Wow.
And the daughter inherited the property after the mom passed away. And so she really just wanted it to go to somebody else who was gonna, you know, make it their home the same way they did. So having first time home buyers in there was, I think, another really huge incentive for her to accept the offer. But the most important thing is we had a comp that closed the day before offers were due. And we were at first not able to get the price that they were under contract for, but eventually we did. And that was what allowed us to come up to a comfortable price for my buyers, but just enough over so that it was a compelling offer for the seller to accept, regardless of us being FHA. We also had an appraisal contingency in there, like an appraisal gap. So even though we can't technically waive the appraisal contingency that comes along with the FVAC, we still put that in there just to reassure the seller that, look, if it does come under, we have these extra funds to cover that. And that was enough to seal the deal. And we're doing, I think, like a 17, maybe even 14-day close.
Wow. I love it. And I love the way that you articulate it. I mean, you were very, very patient. You went through every single step. I mean, look at how she started the conversation to how she ended it. You're super, super thorough. I'm sure it makes Karina really super proud to hear like this level of thoroughness throughout the transaction. And so great job, Cam. And I really, really appreciate your contribution today. So congratulations to you and cheers to many, many more. Let's keep cruising, you guys. So Chris is en route right now with his daughter up here. Congratulations, big dog, got into contract for $490. Peter and Eric got into contract for $499. Michael Swanson got into contract for $530, and Samuel got into contract for $545 in his first transaction. So I always let Michael talk when baby boy's in the background because I know how his son is super proud of his dad's accomplishments. So my man, I see you there. Talk about this transaction. What worked for you? What was your strategy and how you got your offer accepted? Let's hear from you.
So this was actually a lead from pretty much social media. The seller's son, me and the seller's son have been knowing each other just from social media for a long time. Of course, I put myself out there, so he knew I was a realtor. He reached out to me, said that his dad needed some help. His dad had inherited his mom's property, who passed away in 2019, right before the pandemic. Right before when the pandemic started, he didn't go to the house for like a year and a half. And so the tenants that were in there stopped paying him rent, but had subleased the property out to some people, and those people had like turned the house into a grow house. And so it was just a bad situation all around. Luckily, when he was finally able to get into the house, the people who had subleased it were fine. They were cool. They were willing to get out. They just wanted to get their stuff. He went in there, pulled the floors out, he painted, but he really didn't want to be a landlord. He didn't want to fix and flip or anything like that. So he just wanted to get rid of it. I guess he had talked to 2 agents before that. He felt like one was also an investor who was trying to lowball him, and the other one was trying to sell it for a lot less than what he thought he can get for it. And so he just reached out to me. I went and spoke with him. Like I said, he was really motivated. He already has a primary residence. He just wanted to get rid of the home and get something for it. So talked to him, ran comps, looked at the neighborhood, gave him a number that was a lot better than any other realtor had told him they had listed for, and that he was okay with. And here we are. He had on the market for a week, and we're under contract.
Attaboy, bro. Congratulations. Really, really great job. Love this story, man. Love that you're able to help the family out. And to answer Peter's question in the chat, yes, George is in the sauna because he's getting ready for Cabo He's trying to burn some extra calories. So yes, he is absolutely 100% in the sauna. So let's keep cruising. Congratulations to everybody that made it on the board on that, in that category. Next up is Kevin Bowie for 600,000. Congrats, Bowie. Him and Eric are out golfing today, enjoying their day out on the green. So congratulations to you. And Dewey and Peter got in contract for 715. So Peter, I'm actually going to turn the mic over to you, big dog. Tell us about the strategy. Tell us how you got your offer accepted. Tell us about this client. So without further ado, let me go back over to you, Peter.
This was an SOI, and clients come with a wall up. And so they're just trying to say stuff like, we're 6 months to a year out, but then I forgot her name, but the one that was really thorough, was it Cam? Just like her, you just got to educate the client, and they're so educated that when they find the right one, it's like, why wait? So just same plan, and it's real out there. We get to negotiate a little bit more. These listing agents, we don't really have to kiss their ass as much anymore. So.
So Peter, let me ask you a quick question, man. Congratulations on your contract. Tell us about your new camera equipment, what you're doing, how you're building, bro, because I know you've dropped some money on your new setup.
Yeah, I think Dewey and I have spent close to $4,000 on this new Sony camera, new mics, spruced up my background a little bit, and working out some kinks with a video editor. So still work in progress. Nothing that I've posted recently has been its final form, but it's getting there, and something is better than nothing. So I remember starting with just my iPhone and captions and music. So, and we probably get over half of our leads from social media. So it's something we're doubling down on.
Dude, I love it. Absolutely love it, man. And the content is really, really great, man. So congratulations to you. And Dewey, I see you, big dog. Congratulations to you as well. Let's keep cruising on. All right, guys, we're going in the 770 to 990. Linda got in contract for 880. Chris and Will up in Sacramento got in contract for 890 and 100. Ben Rojas with 2 transactions, 940 and 760. Will and Roxanne, 2 transactions, 980 and 732. And Nicole Penlin. So this is, we're actually going to come back to Nicole in a second, but this is Nicole's first official fast transaction. So let's give her some love. Let's send her some light. But I am not going to steal all of her thunder. I'm actually going to come back to you in a couple minutes. So hang tight there, and congratulations. But let's do this. I want to go over to, let's see if Will's on, let's see if Linda's on, and let's see if Ben is on. All right, so I'm going to have you, Nicole, talk to us about this transaction. Got some more information on Nicole in the coming slides, but Nicole, talk to us a little bit about this transaction, rapid fire. Let's hear about this.
Y'all know how I get, so please excuse me, but I'm super, super, super proud of this because it was me getting out and doing open houses and being aggressive and not shying away to found the lead. And we have been okay, so Easter Sunday, there was an open house across the street from my house. And I was a little salty because they went with another agent, but I was watching the house, and the realtor left early before the open house was scheduled to be over. And I saw her and her family walking up the hill, and they're like, oh no, I can't believe they're already gone. And I dropped my phone and dishwater and everything because I was washing dishes in the sink, creeping out the kitchen window like, oh, they trying to see the house. So I was like, I can show it to you. And my phone actually broke when it fell in the sink, and I couldn't get my super to work. So I gave her my card. I said, tell you what, I'm going to call Super Key in the morning to have, my access change over to another device. I can show it to you in the morning if you come back. So she was like, okay. And we've been out looking at properties ever since. We put in about 5 offers, and she kept getting outbid, or, she just didn't want to go any higher. So this one, the property had been sitting on the market for a little while, and me and the agent, had a real sit down on Saturday before I went to my open house. And we came up with a middle ground because they initially wanted $995, but since they had been sitting for a while, we were able to negotiate. They had already come down to asking $799, but that wasn't what they wanted. They were just trying to get more traffic. So we were able to find something that my buyer was happy with and the seller. So really
Nicole,
excited.
So first off, I want to say thank you for your vulnerability. You know, what's behind that? Why does this mean so much to you? And why has this created you to be super, super emotional? Like, if you can share.
I've really been crying for the last day. Not sad or anything. I like to think of it as pouring out tears of joy for all the haters and naysayers, because there's been a lot.
Nicole,
Yeah.
let's all send some love, let's send some light, let's send some positive energy, because there's 100 people on this call and she's vulnerable to say, you know what? I'm going to show everybody who I am and how powerful I am as a woman, as a single mom, as a realtor. So Nicole, this is a culmination of all of the hard work. She comes to every coaching, every training. She's in boot camp. She does her other business, which is insurance, and she's just showing up. And so Nicole, we see you. If you were right here, I'd give you a big Uncle E hug, but sending you nothing but love and light. All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And appreciate you being here. All right, guys, let's keep cruising. I know it's a hard act to follow, but let's keep cruising to the next category, the 1 million plus category. Sandy Cruz, I think Sandy, this is probably, if I remember correctly, this is your largest career deal, 1.150. I think you got the offer accepted while you're in training last week. Congratulations to you. Kevin Bowie and Vivian got in contract for 1187. Kiran and Bandana got into contract for 1.2. And Kim Tran and Chris Sambajon got in contract for 1.270. So Sandy, I saw that your camera was on, so I'm gonna have you contribute. If you can, rapid fire, tell us about this deal. What was your strategy and how you got your offer accepted? Let's hear from you.
Okay, cool. Thanks. So this client was referred to me actually by Eric and Jung Hee from their listing on Hillmont. This couple went there. They wanted to put an offer in on that spot. And then they called me up and offered it to me. And I like dropped everything I was doing. I was with my son. I found a friend right away to I brought my son to the first viewing. And then I found a friend who could hang with him, and I hung with them the whole rest of the day showing him spots. And my client's been looking super, super diligently since January. She's literally looked at over, not with me at all of them, because she goes to open houses independently, but over 130 places.
Wow.
This was only our second offer though. And so anyway, she was really set on what she wanted. And that's why she looked at so many places and couldn't kind of boil it down to one she wanted to go with. That was within her price range. I mean, they were approved up to 1.1, but this place, she was in love with it. She was trying not to get her hopes up, because we were like, man, if this had been a month and a half ago, it would have gone way over their budget. But the timing just ended up being right. It was within the census tract for First Republic Bank's Eagle Community Program. So I linked them up right away with Pippi, and just we pushed that through right before the offer went out. And because we were able to lock in that rate, they could go higher in their offer. And I was talking with the listing agent from the get-go, and she told me, I really appreciate that you're calling me and having a conversation. She's like, so many people these days, they just shoot off a text and email or just shoot offers out. And I've never even spoken to them before. So she was really appreciative to have some dialogue. And then I had no idea how many offers she was going to get. She said, I have 3 to 4 verbal confirmation, intents to submit an offer. But this place was just so awesome. I figured there was going to be a lot, and I was kind of intimidated, but we went for it. I told them, this is what I think that it's probably going to start at baseline. If we want to be competitive, we should come in right around here. I spoke with the listing agent. She divulged enough information for me to take a guess about she let me know we came in second. So she gave me enough information that I felt like I got a good guess at where the top offer was. And then we went about 25,000 over that. and we got it. And we were kind of in disbelief. So when we got the news, but
This place,
Right.
look at this, you guys. Absolutely incredible.
the view's insane. And it's like super cute, mid-century modern, like giant lot. There's a jacuzzi with like unobstructed view from the jacuzzi. It's crazy. My client is just super, super thrilled. And
Awesome. I love the story. And I saw Peter and Dewey chiming in and Karina chiming in here. So really great. And I mean, just a testament of all your hard work. You've been studying, you've been learning, you've been applying, and it just goes to show. So congratulations. And Sandy, since you started in your real estate career, is this officially your largest deal that you've ever had?
yes.
Let's give her a round of applause. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Many more. That house is absolutely beautiful. So congratulations to your client.
How
All right,
many
guys.
homes did you show them, Sandy?
130.
I didn't show them all, but my client saw over 130
That's what it takes
since
sometimes.
January.
That's what it takes sometimes. So congratulations. Let me get back to our slides here, you guys.
Hey, real quick, Sandy. So I told my clients, hey, you know, that buyer saw 130 homes. They weren't going to lose this. And then the buyer was like, damn, if I get to 130 homes, I might just kill myself. I was like, whoa. We're already at like 25, 30 homes. Like you're approaching 130 real quick. So let's not say that.
Excuse Dewey, he's currently in the restroom. But I appreciate your input, my brother. And hey, sometimes it takes 130 showings. So let's go back to our slides here. All right, guys. So a few more $1 million plus deals. Joseph Chin and Ronnie Escalante. Like I said, I've said this week in and week out, these names keep on coming up. This is the force to be reckoned with. This is the new team to watch out. Congratulations to you two. Amanda Lau was on vacation. I think she was in Europe for a couple of weeks. She is back in the swing of things, getting a contract for 1.3. And Naisha Case, check this out, 1.5 per the largest deal of the entire week for the entire company. She is not on the call right now, but congratulations to her. When you see her, give her some love, give her a huge shout out. So let me turn the mic over to you, Ronnie. I know that you're on today. Tell us about this deal and tell us about you know, how you got him across the finish line and what the strategy is. So Ronnie Escalante, let's hear from you, big dog.
I'm actually gonna make Joseph talk because he hates talking.
Yes,
So
I love this. I love this. Joseph, you're on the spot now, big dog. Let's hear from you.
Oh God. So I'm actually trying to fix my sink right now. So worst timing ever. So anyways, this is a buddy of mine from high school, and we were looking at homes in San Mateo for a while, but all of a sudden they changed course and said, hey, all of their friends live in Dublin. So we checked out a few homes, and this home they put a bid in actually wasn't their first choice, it was their second choice. The first one was actually like in a seller's market, but this one, well, it's been on the market. And when I talked to the listing agent, they said there was no current offer at the moment. And that was like on day 7 or 8. And then by the time they said, okay, we got approved, let's make an offer. So that day we made an offer, they got an offer that was like 150,000 over asking. So I asked them, hey, do you still want to do it? I know their max wasn't to that amount. So what happened was the listing agent got back to me and says, you know, if they can do an offer that was better with the contingencies, you know, we would entertain your offer. And I told them, you know, we're probably going to be 100,000 less. She still said yes. So we had 2 days before the deadline. Basically that offer that was higher was contingent based on the buyer selling their home. So basically for 2 days, we figured out how to waive our contingency. So we put an offer, a clean offer, and then we got it on the deadline.
I love it. I love it. And Joseph, man, for the people that don't know, we talked about this yesterday at our mastermind. How long have you been in the game? How many transactions thus far?
Started in September, got into 14 transactions, but I fell out of 2. So technically 12.
I mean, incredible, absolutely incredible. So Joseph, I know that you don't like to talk. We'll be featuring you next week, so just be prepared. We'll give you a 30-minute segment. So really great job. And Ronnie, shout out to Ronnie, shout out to Jen, shout out to his mentors that have been in his corner, showing him the way, and way to show up in a big way. So congratulations to everybody that made it in that category. So you guys, I want to share this with you because obviously we share this every week, but there's obviously a little bit more depth to this. Last week we had a very slow week. If you guys recall our numbers were right below $11 million in production. I think we had 14 units last week. Well, you guys came back, and this last week you guys put up over $19 million in new pending volume in this last week, and you guys had 23 transactions. So give yourself a giant round of applause, because you can never keep a good team down. You guys, yesterday we had a mastermind. It was in Walnut Creek. It was just a few people in the office. And we talked about what are the direct advantages for a buyer right now, and what are the direct advantages for a seller right now. And I think this is an important conversation that we should have. And I'm actually going to go to Kevin Magna in a minute. You guys have to think about it right now. I think that the market is more fair for everyone right now, because let's just give you guys some contrast. And we won't go too far into the market conversation, because we can have that conversation at coaching. But think about this. Think about 1 year ago, somebody purchased a house for $800,000. It was listed for $800,000, and that house sold for $1 million. All right, let's just do simple math here. Well, that's $200,000 over asking price that that consumer had to pay, but their interest rate was decent. It was at a 2.75. Well, they have a small lower interest rate, but it's going to take them a little bit of time to get into positive equity. So it is a lot more expensive to purchase a house, obviously, a year ago. Well, look at where we're at now. That same house that is listed at $800,000, you could potentially now get for $700,000. Even if they're at a 6.5% interest rate, they're not married to that rate. They can refinance in a year, a couple months, 2 years, whatever it is. They're actually in a positive equity. They're at market value very quick, a lot sooner. So I think personally, this is a great time for consumers to look at buying real estate. We shared so many thoughts yesterday, so many ideas and so many advantages. And you guys have to really make sure that your messaging is clear and how this is a great market for consumers to really enter. And so Kevin Magna, I want to hear from you, big dog. You were at the event yesterday. What were one or two things that you heard or key takeaways from you from our mastermind yesterday that were maybe some aha moments for you?
The lenders are matching seller credits. And then the other one was to actually be proactive with lenders and reach out to not just your preferred, but to other, maybe your A or your B or C or D lenders. And because, you know, with their businesses being cut, with them, you know, making layoffs and things like that, they need agents like us who are out there hustling. And they are more opted to, you know, be aggressive for you, more aggressive for you if you put your neck out there for them.
I love it. And then you're in a market that is a very, very highly sought out market, San Ramon, Dublin, Danville. What have you seen in your local market?
So we're seeing, you know, definitely less competition because of the summer months. We're seeing sellers be definitely come to the table to be able to negotiate a little bit better. You know, not in my market directly, but you know, like VAs, you know, they're offering up the Section 1 stuff now, which, you know, you couldn't, you know, that was always an issue with VAs in the past. You know, specifically in Danville and San Ramon, you're still getting 2 or 3 buyers. I think Roxanne said it really well yesterday. You know, the beautiful properties that are, you know, that are staged and ready to go, they're still moving. The ones that need work and, you know, aren't move-in ready, those are the ones that are sitting right now. So I think it's our job as listing agents to really have those conversations. You know, maybe, you know, if you don't have your own, you know, team to come in and prep a house, maybe you think about Curbio with our new partnership and leverage that a little bit now to really make your property stand out so that it will move and it won't become stale.
Man, really, really good stuff, man. I appreciate your insight. There's a word that you said that stands out, and let's just talk about negotiations. Over the past couple of years, in a lot of scenarios, buyers agents weren't in a position to negotiate because the sellers were not negotiating, right? They held all the cards, they sat on the throne and be like, no, this is the way it's going to be. Well, now what we're seeing is we're having room for negotiation. So I want to advise everybody to pick up the book, Never Split the Difference. We've talked about it before on coaching. If you do not have that book and you want to up your level of negotiation skills, highly, highly recommend that you dive into that book. It is a great read. It's an easy read, and it's going to give you key tips on how to negotiate at the highest level, because that's the market that we're in. Never split it. Oh, never split. What did I say? Never split the difference. Yeah, never split the difference. So highly, highly recommend that you guys pick up that book. Now, Nicole, we're not going to make you cry again, but you are the fast story of the week. That's why I wanted to save this, but it was your time. So Nicole, we want to congratulate you. First transaction, you consistently show up. You are very coachable. You have been a community advocate, and you are a super mom, and you're juggling it all, and you're putting it all together. So Nicole, we love you. Once again, we're sending you love. We're sending you light. Want to make sure that you grab that and you put that on your social, and you let the world know that, hey, anything is possible. All you have to do is keep on moving forward and keep on working your ass off. So Nicole Penland, you are officially the story of the week. Rapid fire, did you want to say anything about that before we continue on?
I've discovered a passion for helping people do open houses. So if anyone hasn't done one, call me, because it's on.
That's right. That's right. Well, Nicole, I love it. Linnell had said something really sweet about you. Linnell, you want to take yourself off of mute really quick? And I know that you've been working closely with her. You guys have been partnering on deals, at least doing open houses together. Do you want to share your sentiment from your vantage point?
Yes, I love Nicole. Nicole is awesome. She is one of the people who get me out there to do open houses. Like, she's the first person who contacted me to do an open house with her. She's always super prepared. I'm coming in there with like hella shit in my hands, falling over, and Nicole is already like prepped, ready to go. And I learned a lot from her, and I'm so happy for you, Nicole, and I'm crying with you, boo.
I love it. I love it. So Nicole, you got nothing but supporters here, right? Like, this is your community. This is your support system, and cheers to many more. So congratulations, and very kind words from you, Linnell. Appreciate it. So Kenny, let's do a quick update on Cabo. If there is any updates, let's go over to you.
No new updates. We have the 40 rooms booked. We had 2 people add themselves last minute, so the room block is closed, the link's closed. But if you guys want to get in, just email Molly directly. We'll forward the request over to the hotel to get the better pricing on it. But they're still letting us do like manual, like email add-ons.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, we're going to have a meeting on the 12th for 2 hours. We're going to have a meeting on the 13th. After that, it is a free-for-all. Everything's all inclusive, so go out there and just party and have a great time. And it's going to be George's birthday, so we'll celebrate George's birthday while we're there. I'm actually.
And it's Peter's birthday. Don't forget my boy Peter like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're still in the can. I'm sorry, bro. And Peter's birthday, so we'll be celebrating. We'll have it. Peter, I'm going to buy you a drink while we're there, bro. As many as you want on me, bro. All right.
Yeah, everything's on me.
At
Food,
the
drink,
resort
whole-
or
on
outside of
me.
the resort?
No, just at the resort. Hey, bro, you want lobster? I got you, bro. We're going to have a really good time. I'm actually going to turn it over to the amazing, to the wonderful, to the brilliant, Miss Gabrielle, to talk to us about some new assets. Do you want this slide up, Gabrielle, or do you just want to talk about it?
Yeah, this slide would be great. Yeah, thank you.
So,
But yeah,
boom,
so
there you go.
okay, cool. Yeah, we've released a few more marketing assets for everyone's use. So the first one is I've made the move email campaign for MailChimp. So we've refreshed this to include our newest stats from Real Trends. And so these are really great if you've recently joined Team Fast. They are good conversation starters with your community about your real estate practice. And even if you're a more established realtor who is just switching teams or switching brokerages, these are great to send out. To use this asset, you do need a MailChimp email marketing campaign and an email list. But the good news is our marketing VAs can help you with creating a MailChimp account and creating a starter email campaign list based on your Gmail contact list. So that's available. We also have a number one sales volume Instagram announcement post. So again, this is a great way to add value to your brand and to spread the news to your community that you are on the number one sales team for our brokerage and the number 4 mega team in California. These are great stats to add to all of your marketing. And really, it's just one of the benefits of being on this team is that you do have these stats to back you up, especially for newer agents. I'm showing one design here, but we actually have 6 available. So there's different colors and backgrounds. So you can reach out to our, I'll get to how you get these assets in just a second. And the last one, you know what these are, they're door knockers. They are 2-sided, so they feature a front and a back design. These do need to be printed ahead of time, so you should add that into your timeline. And how to get these assets? Well, you just use the agent marketing request form, which is available at this link that I'm going to drop in the chat. But be sure you just build in some time to get them created for you. So keep that in mind. And then lastly, Fast Real Estate is on Facebook now, so you can follow us here. Let me drop the link in the chat and start tagging us on our Facebook posts, on your Facebook posts, and we will amplify the content that you produce and our page will continue to grow. And as you know, of course, we are on Instagram. But did you know that you could actually add us to your Instagram bio? So instead of kind of mentioning like hashtag Team Fast on your bio, you can actually tag at the Fast Agents and add it to your bio. And to give your followers a little bit more insight into like what hashtag Team Fast means, well, they can click through to our Instagram profile and learn about our team. So those are my updates for today.
And I absolutely love it. So can we use Will's picture if we're not really happy with our own headshot? Is that okay? Can we? Do we have?
Will.
Do we have rights from Will? So
yeah, thanks to all of our lovely models, our little template models.
Right? So let's do this, you guys. I just want to take a quick pause because I don't really. Well, I guess I remember, but like a time before Gabrielle, when we thought about the direction of the company and what was needed, obviously. A head of marketing was super, super important because of all the assets, what we want to build, and the future of Fast Real Estate, because we went from a team now to a really giant company. And so Gabrielle just had her 6-month anniversary, was last week. We had a quick review meeting. So Gabrielle, on behalf of myself, Kenny, and the other senior leadership, the other members of senior leadership, we thank you to the ends of the earth for everything you've created. And I'm sure the team is very, very grateful for all of your hard work. So let's give Gabrielle some love. Let's send her some emojis and let's say thank you.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Like it has shown up in such a major way in our environment. You have taken our brand to heights that we never even thought was possible. And I think that was the hope. Right? Bring in somebody that could do it better than any of us, and you've done that. And look at all the love and look at all the support you have. So Gabrielle,
thanks. You know, the best way to thank me is to talk about astrology with me. You know, it's my favorite subject. So don't roll your eyes when I ask you your sign, okay?
That's a real conversation with you. That's right. All right, Gabrielle, well, super, super grateful for everything that you're doing now and that you will continue to do in the future. So let's continue cruising on. I want to turn the mic over to Cynthia. Cynthia, did you have anything that you wanted to share about boot camp or about proficiency courses this week?
Always, yes.
Right.
So we have our proficiency class this week. It's going to be about running comps on my favorite comp tool, RPR, Realtors Property Resource. It is a great tool that you can utilize. Doesn't matter what MLS you're a part of, doesn't matter what state you're in. I mean, I pull comps for my mom in Indiana from that website all the time. So yeah, be sure to tune in. That's going to be Friday from 12 to 1 in my Zoom room. Make sure that you're checking the calendar, the team calendar for all these great events too.
Perfect. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So you guys, we had a question and we forgot to type it into the slide deck. So I'm just going to ask you guys, and we always do a question of the week, but I'm curious to hear if you're looking at our market right now, and if our market was the title of a movie, what would the name of the movie be? And hopefully I said that correctly. So it's Sagittarius. Oh, that's me. That's me. Sorry. So like what would the title of the movie be? If you're looking at the market right now and the chapter that we're in and the movie that we're in, like what would the name of the movie be? Change is always needed. Okay, cool. Change is always needed. I love that. Anybody else have any thoughts on what the name of the movie would be if it was based on the current state of our market? Revenge of the Yes. Say no more, my dog. Like Fear and Loathing in Los Altos, Never Too Late to Own, Armageddon, How the Tables Have Turned. Get in where you fit in, roller coaster ride. I love this. I love it. Revenge of the Buyers. Ooh, I love this. Anybody else have anything? All right, cool, you guys. So want to share something and keep on adding because I thought that was a really fun question that Karina came up with. I want you guys to really look at what's ahead for us in group coaching. We've been obviously continuing to do great work. I have some special guest speakers. Everyone's been really busy, I think, because of vacations and things like that. But do you guys follow Min Nguyen? If you guys follow him, make sure to follow him. He's called The Mortgage Guy.
Why the mortgage?
What is it?
Is it Why the Mortgage? Or are you talking about the same guy?
Is that the same guy, Vivian or Vanessa?
The funny guy, right?
What's a Mortgage?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. What's a Mortgage? He's going to be a special guest speaker for us at group coaching. I'll get the calendar out. Chelsea Peets is going to be another guest speaker of ours. Giselle Ugarte, I think I'm saying that correct. Curtis Johnson, who just hit 8,000 agents in his downline, which is absolutely ludicrous. So we're going to bring in new talent, new thoughts, new ideas, some really big players in the industry. But I don't want it to always be a lender just because that message will get drowned out. However, we're always going to be on this mastery of the dialogue. There's quite a few of us that are going to the Bill Pipes event on July 18th through the 21st. And that's all centered around making sure that we perfect the dialogue. No matter what, the people that win are the ones that are perfecting their dialogue and how to talk to consumers, because consumers are winning. They just have to make sure that they understand how to really, navigate through this market. So yeah, it's an exciting time. So looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. If you guys can be on, contribute, and let's continue to do big work. And so I have nothing else. Senior leaders, do you guys have anything else that you want to share, provide, or contribute before we head out? Cool. Going once, going twice. We are good. So listen, guys, I will see everyone here for the Now What event that starts at 12 o'clock. If you guys are in the local area and you still want to pop in and you haven't RSVP'd, roll through. We'll make sure that it's a fun event and we'll make sure that you guys leave here with tremendous value. So beyond grateful for all of you guys. Thank you for all your contributions. Thank you for all of your hard work. Nicole Penland, thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing your heart and being vulnerable. And I thought that your guys' insight today was super powerful. Shout out to all of our guests. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending an hour of your time with us to experience what we have here at Fast Real Estate. So peace and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Oh yeah, SoCal. If you guys are in SoCal or you have people in SoCal, we have a giant event on Thursday. Event starts at, Kenny, what time is it? 11 or noon?
11 to 2.
11 to 2. Make sure to come through. It's going to be fun. We're going to have food, tacos. We're going to talk about winning on social media, tour of our new office, and it's going to be amazing. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll see the folks that are coming to the office here shortly. In the meantime, peace and have a wonderful day.